Welcome to Maths for All. I'm Aisling Flynn. This is Algebra 1.2, Substitute and Evaluate. Back to the casino. So here's your chips. Count your chips. It's time to cash in and go home. In Las Vegas, these red chips are worth $5. So these are your chips. You had 3 and 2 and 1, 3R plus 2R plus R. You had 6R, so 6 red chips. They're worth $5 each, so we replace the letter R with the number 5, and that's called substitution. So just like a soccer player is substituted with another player, you replace the letter with its value that you now know. So instead of 6 R's or 6 times R, you now have 6 times 5. And we use brackets to show that multiplication, 6 5s. So if you cash those chips in, you're going to get $30. Now, that's your evaluation. You've just found the value of your chips. Let's go again, this time with the red and blue chips. Okay, so first we see how much each is worth. So the red chips are $5, the blue are 10. We're making a list here of what you have, 3R plus 2B plus R plus B plus 2R. We're simplifying like the last video. You have 6R in total plus 3B, and now we are replacing or substituting the letters with their value. So R for red becomes 5 and B for blue becomes 10, and we're using brackets there to show that they'll be multiplied with the 6 right up beside the bracket with 5 inside. Okay, remember at this stage your BIMDAS, so all the same rules that you learned for natural numbers and integers, they still apply. We need to do multiplication here before we add. So doing the multiplication first, we get 6 5s are 30 plus 3 10s are 30. So multiplication first and then adding. Okay, so what we've done now is we have substituted numbers for their variables. So replacing the R and the B with 5 and 10. We found the value, which means that we have evaluated the chips. We've evaluated. Okay. Now, what's that? All right. Another one. Okay, so we're moving to California now, where the colors have different values. So that's why we call them variables. Okay, we have the same bunch of chips. Okay, the same list. When we simplify, we have the same amount, but this time the letters represent different values. So this time R represents 10, G represents 50, and B represents 20. Okay, so you substitute their different amounts. Multiplying next, okay, gives us that, and we get a total value of $350. Okay, now let's go to a very strange casino. Let's pretend it is on Mars, because on Mars, the blue chips have a negative value. If you win a blue chip, you lose €5. Okay, red chips are 10 and green are 30. So the same bunch of chips again, same list, same simplification, but different values. So R becomes 10, G becomes 30, and B becomes minus 5. Okay, and multiplying 40, 150, and minus 15. So it's just to show you substitution of a negative number. It works just the same way, and this is why brackets are used as well, to keep that minus with its 5. Okay, and evaluating, we get positive 190 minus 15, which gives us $175. Okay, so evaluate. Here's some examples. Evaluate when x is 5 and y is minus 2. So this would be your instruction. So here's our first problem. X plus 5x minus 10x. So the first thing you're going to do is simplify. So we had this one on the previous video. You have plus 6x minus 10x gives me minus 4x. So simplify first. Then we'll substitute. We'll replace that x with 5. And then we'll evaluate. We'll find the answer, find the value. So the answer there is minus 20. Example 2. Right, so in this example we have x's and y's. So let's simplify. 4x minus 3x gives 1x, and 6y plus y gives 7y. Okay, there's a simplified version. The next step is to substitute. So replace x with 5 and y with minus 2 using the brackets. What we'll get there then is 5 and minus 14 for 7 multiplied by minus 2. And using what you know about integers, that will become minus 9. Next example, we have a mixture of x's and y's and a number. So we have to simplify that first. Okay, I've done it quickly. For x's, we have 2x and 5x makes 7x. For y's, you have 2y minus 7y gives minus 6y. And then we have a minus 5 at the back. So that's simplified. Now substitute, put in your values. Instead of x, we have 5. Instead of y, we have minus 2. And we still have that minus 5 at the end. Now look carefully here. Multiplying 7 multiplied by 5 is 35. Now negative 6 by negative 2, negative by negative, same signs, gives me a plus 12. Okay, take care there. And we still have minus 5. So that gives me 47 minus 5, which is 42. Okay, pause that there if you want to look through it. I ran out of space at the end, so I just put in the answer. All right, so pause it and go through that again. Example 4, right, we have to simplify first. We said that x squares are different to x's, so put like with like, and that's what we get. Okay, 3x squared plus 7x plus 5. If you want to pause it again, and make sure you know where each bit comes from. And now we're going to substitute. So replace x with 5. Note that you have 3 multiplied by 5 squared there. Plus 7 times 5 plus 5. Now we call your BIMDAS. I is for indices. That refers to the power of 2. We have to do that bit first. So 5 to the power of 2, 5 squared is 25. Then we can multiply 7 times 5 is 35 plus 5. Multiplying 3 25s is 75. And then adding all the pieces together, we get 115. Okay. Again, go back through those, make sure you understand where each term comes from. And then you can check you've understood by doing your quiz and practice with the written exercises. Here's your glossary.